Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of NHL Trade Talk Now. My name is Jim Parsons. I'm here with NHLTradeTalk.com, and as always, these videos are brought to you by Fanatics Card Shop. You can go to the Facebook Marketplace, check out all their breaks, including Upper Deck Series 2 Hockey, which is out now. This video is going to be focused on the Toronto Maple Leafs, in part what they did do during the NHL Trade Deadline weekend, and what they didn't do, which they could have done, which was Conor Garland from the Arizona Coyotes was on the table. And apparently, the Toronto Maple Leafs had intense talks about adding Conor Garland before the trade deadline expired. Elliotte Friedman has said in his latest 31 Thoughts podcast that Toronto Maple Leafs were in on Conor Garland. Now, he doesn't think it was all that close. He does say, though, there were intense, he used the word intense, conversations between the Maple Leafs brass, and they actually reached out to the Arizona Coyotes to talk about Garland before they went and landed Nick Foligno. So the dynamic here would have been very interesting, because if you noticed, everybody that the Toronto Maple Leafs added this season or this deadline were UFAs. And part of the reason that they did that was because they wanted the flexibility to be able to sign Zach Hyman in the offseason. And that was really critically important to Kyle Dubas, that he has the flexibility to get Zach Hyman's deal done. Conor Garland is up for salary arbitration rights and is going to be due a heavy raise. Now, he doesn't have a contract for next year, but he's going to need to be signed. And if Toronto had traded for Garland and then given a hefty raise, that could have posed some serious problems for Hyman. So what Friedman says was, you have two options here. You sign Hyman, and then you maybe move Conor Garland. Or if you don't sign Hyman because he's out of your price tag, then you can go for Conor Garland and sign an extension with him. So it would have been a very interesting play between the Maple Leafs. Garland doesn't make that much this season, $775,000. He's got like 10 goals on the season. It would have been a nice addition at forward for the team, but ultimately they decided not to do that. Instead, they added Foligno, Riley Nash, who will come back in the playoffs, Dave Rittich, Ben Hutton. They added some pieces that are going to be pretty useful for them in the playoffs. But Conor Garland was on the table. Friedman does say he doesn't think it was all that close, but they had intense conversations about going that direction, and they actually reached out to the Arizona Coyotes on that. So very interesting deal that didn't happen before the deadline on Monday. If you want the full story, go to NHLTradeTalk.com. I'll put it in the description below, the link to that as well. You can like and subscribe to this page. Hit the notification button for all the videos we got coming out. We teased it, and we're still going to do it. We're going to have a Taylor Hall video coming out sometime later today. Talk about how the whole deal between Buffalo and Boston came to be. So join us for future videos. I hope you enjoy. Go to NHLTradeTalk.com, and we'll talk to you soon.